I don't know what the fuck that was, man.
But what about Scars OG?
What about Stars OG? Yo, big win yesterday with the fucking Oilers.
That was 2 days ago.
What, we started?
2 days ago?
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, because I said today it was going to be... you know why I bought this?
No.
I assumed my guest wasn't going to show up, and I was going to lament and be upset about it. But now, this is celebratory.
There you go. Congratulations, dude.
I was like, I'm going to do this just to be...
Big titty boobzilla.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it was definitely...
Are we actually starting with this, or are we going to do an introduction here? Like,
what do you
hey,
want to do?
welcome to episode
No,
37.
welcome to the Conversationalist, episode 37.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Marky Mark is in the house.
How we feeling?
Today
Let's go around.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling pretty good. He's got the clip up right now. I was proposing this question to him. Who is Robert Prevost?
Oh, he's Peruvian.
No, he is American, my friend. He's born in Chicago, Illinois.
Bro.
Yeah, I know, but he's still American. So they've elected a new pope. It is Robert Prevost of Chicago, Illinois. He is a man of distinguished background. He can speak 5 or 6 languages, read 2, which I believe one of them is a prerequisite in order to be a pope, which would be Latin. I'm just making that up. I'm not even sure that's true. He's 69 years old, and he has taken the name
69.
of Pope Leo the 14th.
Why is it that they switch their names up?
Now, this is what we were discussing earlier. I'm not sure what the reason is, but I didn't look into it. I don't know the exact reason. I came up with my own theories. My theories are not really necessary or important, but I'm sure there's some sort of explanation as to why some of these popes changed their name or why they...
Dude, go up for a second.
Dude,
they're talking like this is a UFC fight. They're like Zoopy and Tangle got robbed. It's like, what do you mean got robbed?
Some people...
Man?
You were ready for a black pope.
They were like those fucking refs.
So somebody brought that up to me today. They're like, man, I was really hoping for a black pope. And I'm like, why? Like, what's the difference? They're like, I don't know, man. It's just different. You know, it'd be nice to have that. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't understand, you know, what the prerequisites are or what makes you a good selection for a pope. There's something on the ticker at work that says if you want to be pope, you got to act like you don't want to be pope. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what that fucking means. If I wanted to be pope, wouldn't I try to...
Would I want to try to be pope? Would I not like try to be the pope? Like when you want to be president, you run. I get that this is an election between the cardinals and the bishops, but at the same time, why would I not... Like if I'm one of the people or a candidate to be pope, would I not want to be like, yes, my name is Robert Prevost, and I would like to do this job. Thank you.
Or you say you want to do it, and then you don't get it, and you take someone else's. Like Polyev.
Yeah.
Dude, can we talk about that for a minute?
Pardon?
That guy. So, do you not think it's a cuck move or a little bit disingenuous to be like, yo, I worked so hard to get this seat, and I've been in this community, like rallying, like supporting, and then it's like, you want it? All right, yeah. Well,
yes. I've worked so hard to get here, and
like
I'm just gonna
everybody
be like,
trusts me and like my opinion and all of like everything I'm doing for the community, and then it's like, yo, bro, you need somewhere to sit?
Yeah, here's my seat.
Oh yeah, come right here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You want me to fucking tug your wiener too?
It's a bit much, and I don't understand why that was the thing, but
to get him back. So if he doesn't have a seat, he can't go into parliament.
Yes.
So then there has to be like an interim, like, spokesperson for the Conservative Party.
Right, I get that.
They're like, yo, if we keep you on as leader.
What are you doing, man?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, this fucking chair is killing me, dude.
We're still having technical difficulties.
Okay, I'm good.
Sorry, people.
I'm good. I thought it was a little fucking...
We talking about Polyev?
Yeah.
Polyev?
Polyev.
In Crawford, Red Deer, I believe, is the
riding? I thought it was like Bow Valley.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, don't know anything.
But yeah, kind of sus move.
Yeah, but I mean, there's that's politics for you, dog. There's a lot of sus moves.
Or did I completely like gloss over that?
What?
Sorry, say what?
Is riding in Ottawa?
Yeah.
He lost it.
He lost it. Yes.
Did you see who he was opposed? Who opposed him?
No.
Oh shit,
Probably a liberal.
bro. There's a bunch of independents. There's like 20 people on that.
Was it
Oh, 'cause
the
everybody's
lady from
trying
the
to fuck.
Communist Party?
No.
Because we talked about her last week as well. That's another surprising thing. We talked, like, you weren't here for this, but there's a party that's the Communist Party, which doesn't make any sense to
That's
us.
kind of crazy.
Look at this. Look at this.
There's
Yeah,
also the
that's wild.
Marijuana Party. Is there someone from the Marijuana Party?
No.
No,
Okay.
this was probably
This is just a
totally
straight up
strategic,
list.
though. Like,
Well,
everybody's like, I'm just going to run independently just to
Yes.
dilute the fucking...
Well, I would like to run
exactly
independently
what
as well.
happened.
Maybe
Look
we
at
should
all
run. Maybe we should run for politics here.
So we talked about this before. You said pizza parties. Because we said, what would the
No,
incentive?
I do not stand on the Pizza Party platform. I stand on the sub party platform.
That would be my party. That would be my party's platform, Pizza Party.
Well, I'd go for the
What's
sub
your
party.
platform then?
The independent party of pizza parties.
Okay, or that, yeah, sure.
What do you stand for?
I'll tell you what
I
it's not going to
stand
be.
for all pizza
It's not going to
parties
be
at
the
one place.
hamburger party that I got today. That was
Dry as,
Where'd you get
dry
it
as
from?
F.
weak, man. It was a little
You
barbecue.
didn't sauce nothing.
And there was half slices of cheese.
Half slice chin stuff.
You know, whatever. You know, they did what they could with what they could.
During
which
corrections
it,
week?
in my impression was not enough.
They had 51 weeks to make this right.
But you know, it is what it is. But I don't run on this platform of hamburger parties or
tell you
barbecues
what.
either because it was weak.
They're not going to
Yeah.
win over that strike vote with the hamburgers being the way they were today.
No. But that's neither here nor there. It's besides the point. If I was to run, I would run on the platform of
Guy's problem,
shutting off
man.
your car horns
that
in the
you?
middle of the day. I'm out front, and my keys are out there.
Yeah, my keys are out there.
Okay.
I'd laugh so hard if it was.
I
Ryan's.
would also run on the platform of Cheese Stick Mondays.
cheese stick.
Cheese Stick Mondays.
Like matzo sticks?
Yes.
That's a matzo stick.
Why do you
Sorry.
call it a
A
cheese
mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
They're still cheese sticks, bruh.
Yeah.
It's matzo
Oh, you want me to
stick
say
or
cheese
bust,
strings? How about Lunchable lunch parties?
man. Lunchables are overrated.
Strip Club Thursdays.
Ooh.
Half Day Fridays, which also includes drinking afternoon. And we work for 2 hours after that. Then after that, it's a team meeting at 3 p.m.
Siestas?
till 5 at the local 5 and Dime. And then after that, weekends full of fun with your friends and family. Followed by, when you come back to work, Monday, Cheese Stick Monday. Or
Ooh.
Mozzarella Stick Monday. You
Little
see?
bit of something coming
Matzo
back.
stick
see?
Monday had that-
Yeah.
This sounds like a great
slap.
platform.
Yeah.
I'm all
Cheese Stick
about it,
Monday is
people.
no
I'm all
bueno.
about it. Vote for me. But
I would
yes.
definitely. My platform would be pizza parties everywhere. Everything comes with a congratulatory pizza party.
What kind of
And-
pizza?
Okay, but yeah, this is the big question. Where are you going to switch it up? Because like, there's so many different pizza places. Are you going to try different pizza places?
If you
on
say
every
Little
pizza,
Caesars,
pizza,
you
pizza
can
party?
get out.
If you said Little
so-
Caesars, you're out.
No, so this is what I would do as a government. As a government, I would lobby to get the Uni 50 code reinstated
Oh yes, Domino's.
at Domino's.
Oh, I'm all about that one.
Yeah.
My
So,
pizza place is
for-
Domino's as
for-
well.
Unicode was a fucking
Yeah,
game
It
changer.
still works,
I
baby.
would- yeah, so
still
I would get
works.
the Unicode reinstated, but it would just be like CAD 50, all Canadian citizens 50% off Domino's.
In case you guys didn't know that, when you're ordering Domino's online,
Go get a
the
coupon
code
code.
is UNI.
UNI.
UNI, all lowercase. Try it out. You heard it here first.
right below here. I'm not gonna put the image in, but right here.
But yeah, so this is a good platform to run on. I think that you'd have my vote as well if we were going to do pizza parties.
Well, yeah, I would just. This
Just
is
no
what
sweaty pizzas.
I would just. You just got to go after the low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? So like how Trudeau did with marijuana. That's how I'm learning with
And
pizza.
I think that's the case. But I mean, you're with the pizza parties, you're going in that demographic where you're getting
Oh, this is-
high school students to.
this is
18
life to
years.
death. As soon as you get off the tit, you're eating za. You're eating za, dog.
Okay.
Za,
What's-
za and za.
What? Okay, but how about this? What's the big Call of Duty still the big game? Everyone's still playing COD?
I don't know. Grand
All
Theft
right.
Auto
I don't
6
know,
is
man.
No,
getting
it's
a lot of
not.
hype.
That's a year away, but it's a year away. Calm down.
Yeah, but it's dominating the headlines right now.
This is fair, but I'm saying what game? Let's have a.
The ass
We'll have a tournament on Fridays.
Yeah.
You have one representative per high school. They join this lobby, and then last man standing for that school wins a pizza party.
That's crazy. You want to hear about a fun fact about the...
And you can have it in your school live. Like all the students can watch you. You pick your one representative, and boom, you go. And then if your team, if that's your representative for your school, he wins.
Like the Hunger
Domino.
Games, but with
Like
video games?
from your district.
If you die, you die. You want to hear a fun fact about GTA 6?
Let's hear it.
Go.
So, in comparison, GTA 6 has taken longer and has spent more money than building the Burj Khalifa.
Yes, I heard this.
So, Burj Khalifa, $1.5 billion, and I think it was 5 years to build. GTA 6, $2 billion, 12 years to produce.
For those of you who don't know what the Burj Khalifa is, it's one of the tallest buildings in the world.
Where is it?
In Dubai.
In Dubai. Where they just announced
Abu Dhabi.
they are going to be creating a new Disney World amusement park in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. 60 billion
Wow.
they're putting into this, which is quite extreme, and I think that's amazing. And I think they will probably be one of the more fun and technologically advanced theme parks with all the money they can put into it. But yeah, Disney coming there. Check it out.
You know what I don't like about amusement parks these days?
What's that, dog?
Is how it's just like they just put you in this box, and then like all the only thing that moves is like your chair.
You don't like
And
being
it's
put in
the
boxes?
Screen, no, like put me on an actual physical roller coaster where I go up and down and sideways and stuff, flip upside down. Don't just put me in a chair where it's like, oh yeah, haha, and you're moving the screen around. Like that's lame to me.
Have you? Okay, so I've only been to
like
Disney
that.
once, and I went to Disney World.
You gotta go land, bro.
Disney World is the one that's in Florida.
Yeah, that one's trash.
That's the better of the ones. I don't know what the fuck you're
What?
talking about.
No, man.
You think the one in California is
Adventure
better?
is top notch, bro.
Really? I guess I wouldn't know. I've only been to the one in Florida.
Yeah.
But the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror
Yeah. They
was
also have that at Disneyland.
a very cool ride for me. It really changed the game. Not that I'm a huge roller coaster dude, but that was some sick ass stuff, man.
I actually think they changed it to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know that yes, I've heard that ride is no longer a thing, but yes.
My favorite
Disney.
was Superman Ride of Steel, Canada's Wonderland.
Ooh.
Or no, Six Flags.
Yes.
Six Flags.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Superman
There
Ride
was
of
a-
Steel.
there's an
First one I
amusement
got a
park.
photo on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
first
kind of
one
cool.
I did like a photo, like the photo booth thing.
You
That's
pay
the
like
first time.
$80 for that photo?
Oh, I don't know. I was too young to too young to matter about money.
Yeah,
You
that's
understand?
What a time.
I don't do.
Money was no option.
We went to I went to K-Days when I first moved here, and we did the slingshot. Realized after this was a mistake.
I would throw.
The
because
slingshot?
The slingshot is
The
a
one
death
where you're
trap.
in like a bubble.
Yeah, you're in a ball, and then you're on
no.
shut up by elastic bands.
No.
Dude,
Didn't that snap on somebody one
it
time?
snapped on people. People have fallen out.
Yeah.
People have died.
Not for me, man.
Didn't know this was happening. Keep in mind, I was extremely intoxicated at this point. And my roommate at the time was like, dude, no one wants to go with me. I'm like, you know what? I'm drunk. I'll do this. I will admit, I screamed like a bitch the entire time.
Do you ever worried you were gonna get like? My worry is not how scared I'm gonna get. It's that I'm gonna fucking throw up and ruin it for everybody else.
No.
Like, that's
It's
what
only
I'm
that,
worried
it's only a
about.
2%.
That's what I'm worried about.
No.
I'm like,
I was-
I'm gonna make a mess everywhere.
I was not worried about that. I was more worried about, will I pee my pants?
Yeah.
Will I die on this? It's because it's not an amusement park. This is a fair. This is a traveling fair that goes from town to town where carnies run these exhibits.
And the thing is, too, it's like, yo, you can't tell me that the way they crash and bang this shit.
Yeah.
That
This is top-notch safe. This is 5-star rating. Get out of here,
So I'll
man.
tell you a cousin that gave me like super PTSD. So we used to have in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, we used to have a carnival that would come to town every summer, and we would go to it every year. We get the bracelets so you can go on the limited rides.
Yep.
And it was literally
The fast pass.
Yeah, and it was like I want to say like 3 houses down from my grandparents. So like it was a walk it back and forth.
Right.
So we would go, we would eat, we'd go back to the fair, we'd go back. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, anyways. My cousin probably had some psychopathic tendencies, but this guy would wait to take me up into the Ferris wheel. He would wait for it to stop while they were unloading, and then he'd just start swaying us back and forth.
Oh, mother effer.
And so then you were swaying, but you weren't moving anywhere.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, I really need to fucking get off of
this
this.
thing, yeah.
And they're just like unloading and loading people, and you're just like, dude. And then, so now if I go on anything that's a Ferris wheel style, it can only be the zipper.
Really?
Wow.
Well, because then, so I won't fall out. I'm so worried. I'm like, if I'm tipping upside down, I cannot have no canopy, nothing. Like,
it's funny because like I have the complete opposite of that story. When I was like 15, my sister and I went to the zipper up in at West Edmonton Mall, and as we're going, like our handlebar wasn't locked in, so we're just like,
God,
shit,
no!
What the fuck? We're like, stop! The dude's like, yeah, you want me to keep going?
Yeah,
like,
you want it
no!
Turn it off!
Yeah, or losing our minds. I think we did like 2 or 3 more rotations, and then finally like let us off. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole, man! How dare you?
No, thank you.
What was your favorite fair ride though? Mine was either the Gravitron, like where they put you in like this little like chicken coop, and like the things would go up and you would like zero gravity, or the tilt-a-whirl.
Okay,
I fucked with the tilt-a-whirl.
Did not fuck with the tilt-a-whirl. I only fucked with the Galvatron once.
The Gravitron?
Gravitron?
I think it's Gravitron.
Gravitron.
Really,
like,
like,
as
you
in
get
gravity?
into, like, the walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
You, like,
did it once, and it wasn't that bad. Because as a child, I was always afraid I was going to be the one who's going to throw up.
Yes.
But I did this as an adult, and when I did it, it was easy peasy, dude. I was legit. We smoked a joint while we were in there.
Dude, I don't think I'd have the strength right now to like carry my weight. Like
this is fair. I don't know if I could right now.
As a kid,
but
I'm so light.
I'd give it a go.
As a kid, I was so tiny that it's like, well, I'm running around there like, and then I'm there like my face sucked into it.
Yeah. Like we were on it and we were just woo, and then we're smoking dirts, we're smoking J's, passing them around. We felt like we were pretty cool. But could I do this tomorrow? I don't know, but I'd be willing to find out.
Fairs are my thing, man.
Space Mountain for me. Or
Splash Mountain.
Splashy Mountain?
I got the picture right here.
Oh, let's
Pull
see
it up.
Splashy.
Oh, let's see.
That Splash Mountain. Why is it so blurry?
Because your phone's crap, bro.
No, it's just reflections.
No,
It's
just
just the
sure.
light.
Yeah, it was a good time though. We walked in the park drinking 4 Loko and we were trashed.
There you
after,
go.
like, 1 can.
I think that's now the new norm. And go to an amusement park or a fair. If you're gonna do rides, I think it's best to be intoxicated.
Dude, Emily and I took Ralph for a walk and we put our drinks in like koozies.
Oh, there you go. That's nothing wrong with that.
We were like, that's what's up.
That's what's
Made
up.
some little mimosas, did a little walk.
Yeah.
I was like, that is what's up.
Yeah.
But it's far and few between. I gotta get her in a good mood, and then I'm like, let's go hard.
We went on a
let's go hard.
I went on a date a few years ago, and I remember it was winter. So first of all, we went to ice skating, and how lovely was that? It was great.
You fall down?
No, I know how to skate.
You ain't gotta lie, man. Tell the truth.
I did not fall down.
Okay.
I know how to skate. I played hockey a few years back in the day.
Yeah.
What up with that, son?
Now, was she a regular skater or a figure skater?
She was a regular skater and knew how to skate, not like she was...
Not like she's trying to twirl around.
No, she wasn't twirling around me.
Pirouette me.
No, but it was really cool because, like you say, you brought beers in a koozie.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of this. Like, I'm just like, we're going to go on a date. We're going to go ice skating. We're going to talk. We're going to talk while we skate. She's like, I got a backpack full of beers. I'm like... I think I'm in love.
Now, if you did that, you would have been an alcoholic.
Probably,
if you did
maybe.
That, if you were like, yo, I got the hookup. There, she would have been like, ew.
Yeah. Like, you like to drink a lot.
Yeah. On the first date?
Yeah, exactly. First date. And I'm like, this is a great icebreaker, whatever. And then we went for, it was a fun time. But I thought that was a great solid pull by her. 100%.
How do you end a date through skating? That's what so now
we went
would
for
you
drinks and dessert.
So after. Yeah, you would go to get like drinks and stuff. Because I'm like, you can't be like, hey, you tired? Like, oh, I'm tired. My legs are sore.
Dude,
like,
but
they're like, you trying to fuck?
the place we went to after was actually really cool. So it's like an outdoor spot. It's like a golf course in the summer. In the winter, they have like these outdoor fire tables, and you can sit down and have some drinks, and you can order s'mores, and you can cook them over the fire table, and they give you blankets and everything like that. So it was a very romantic first date.
No cheese?
My new thing.
We had s'mores, man, not wine.
My favorite thing right now in
Those fucking things painted on or what, man?
What's that?
Those things painted on or what?
Favorite trip.
My new favorite thing to like splurge on is like fondues and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a cheesy guy, eh?
I love it, man.
Big cheese.
Well, I'm not a big like massive like I don't want to go get a Grand Slam. I want to go get a nice like well prepped skillet. Like I don't want like big meals. I want like small little
snacks.
Yeah, little cheese sticks.
Yeah.
You know?
Mozzarella sticks, baby. They're the way to go. Way to your heart.
Give me some Mexican food and I'm set.
Ooh, tacos.
That could be like
taco shop.
tacos are great,
Empanadas.
but sometimes that could be bad news for the rumbly tummy. if
So
you get me.
soft or hard shell though?
Little A, little B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mix and
Hard
match,
shell if you get the standing one.
You know?
No.
No. Okay.
But the standing one is harder to eat.
Just give me authentic, you know?
Yeah, like
it's
Smoking
important.
Barrels. I went to Smoking Barrels a couple
Love
days
that
ago.
place.
Dude, that place can have my
Phenom.
money. Can have my money.
It's been a minute since I've been there.
Well, I'll go with you. I will
Okay.
go. Let us. You want to take the kids? Let us go.
Lettuce.
Let us take the children and go eat.
It's me rubbing my hands.
Oh, yes.
But like I've gone there and eaten sober. I've gotten extremely high before going there, and that is the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
High? Yeah.
Dude, I ate so much. Enhance the flavor, but you get like the 3 taco selection, and then you just trade up. So it's like you order chicken,
Oh,
I'll
yes.
order beef, you order shrimp. Well, I'll
And then
trade
we
one
switch it
each,
around.
and then
Bro,
just
facts.
sample up, baby. They have great margaritas. Anyways, I shouldn't be talking about this place too much. I'm promoting it, and they're not even giving us free tacos. So, yeah, Smoking Barrels, try it out.
Keep local business in business.
But this is what we do. This is what we do.
Oh, this way. Speaking of sponsorships, did I tell you guys I did. We started the affiliation with RSS.com.
Yes, we did discuss that.
What's that stand for?
RSS is it's called you can Google it. Why don't we Google it? I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to Google it.
That's what's up. RSS. Rally Simple Syndicate. Really simple.
That says really.
Really simple syndication.
Is that the
It's
one that
basically
we?
like it's basically what it is like an audio feed.
Yes. Okay.
So that's all it is.
Okay.
So basically, they're like our service providers for
There he
our
is, Robert.
audio version of what we're doing with the podcast.
Right.
I've met some super amazing people. One guy, his name is Greg Wasserman. Wasserman. He's the head of relationships. So I'm able to get on him with a 15-minute call once a month and just talk shop with him. He gives me like tips and tricks and gives me resources, all that type of shit, as well as we have an affiliate link now where if you are looking to start your own podcast and be a competitor to us, go fuck yourself. First of all, we want you to start, but in any other genre. We want you to start. Nothing to do with sports. Nothing to do with Edmonton. And
We got the game on lock, everybody.
Yeah. We got the game on lock.
All right,
now.
baby, on lock, son.
But if you do, you use our code. We'll have it in the description below, and we can earn some easy coin from that from you
Number
guys.
1 rated podcast on the north side.
Yeah, number 1 rated podcast by closest to a Walmart. That's the best statistic we got.
That's it. That's it right there.
We are, historically speaking, the closest recording podcast to anything to a Walmart in proximity.
That really hurt? Really?
Oh, you can see this, eh?
Yeah, that's Monica Bellucci's daughter.
Yeah, I guess so. She wants to work just as hard.
Good for her. Monica Bellucci, the last movie I saw her in was Spectre,
girl, right?
James Bond, where she's the oldest Bond female.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they're doing too much with Mission Impossible? I saw an ad for that the other day.
Oh,
I'm
buddy,
I'm like,
I'm
I don't. I
Give me
forgot
more.
this even existed. Man.
I'm so stoked for this.
Give me more.
So I was talking to it with a guy at work the other day, and he's like, "Man, I grew up on these movies." I'm like, "I grew up on these movies too. I was in high school, when the first movie came out." To the point that I could tell you, I went on a date with a girl to this movie, and as much as I was happy I got to see Mission Impossible, she was not.
Wait, was it like the first Mission Impossible?
Yes, the very first
That one is a grind to get.
Yeah,
through,
it
man.
is. It is. But
It is
it
not
was
what it
that
could become.
movie or Twister. Were the options to go see it this time with this lovely female.
Twister, banger of a movie though.
Great effing movie with Helen Hunt.
Hard
And
choice.
So she's like, I want to go see Twister. I'm like, I want to see Mission Impossible. And she's like, fine. And went to go see it. And needless to say, after that movie, it was our last date.
She's like this fucking nerd.
And I enjoyed the film very much. I got what I wanted out of it. It was great. She was not pleased, but it's a memory I will cherish forever. Mission Impossible.
Yo, one for Lubin, 0 for the girl.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, if you want to look at it that way, 1 for
Yeah.
me, 0 for her.
Yeah.
Or 0 for me, and
sucks to suck.
0 for both.
Yeah,
of us.
and now she has PTSD for every time she fucking goes, and someone's like, "Yo, you want to go see Mission
You know
Impossible?"
what's fuck Mission Impossible movies.
Starts tweaking
Fuck
out.
Tom Cruise.
It's fucking hilarious, man.
But I'm excited for the new one. To answer that question honestly, I'm very excited for the new one.
We just went and saw that
Oh, God.
Until Dawn last night.
What's that about?
It's based on the PlayStation game.
Until Dawn.
Oh yes, that's the new one that
Yeah.
just came out.
Honestly,
Until.
Until Dawn.
Yes.
Honestly, when I saw the trailer and I knew that it was like an adaptation of a video game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be kind of corny, but it was pretty good. Good like comedic relief.
Yeah.
The story plot. So, fan context for people watching. This was a video game. It's a 3 series or 4 series. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how many there are.
I believe there's 3 or 4 games, and this is like a longer term series. So with that, you can infer that like the next movie is gonna be based on the next game.
Okay.
They wouldn't sign you on to do the one movie. They probably signed you on to do the whole series of the games.
So, never mind. Go on.
But watch the movie. Great movie.
Mhm.
Good cast.
Mhm.
The only thing that I would say is if you go watch the movie, the only thing that I said was like the clothing choices were whack as fuck. I was like,
Is
what
it like
the-
a period? Does it take place present day or is it?
It was
take
present
place-
day, and then they. So essentially, the plot of the movie, without spoiling anything, is like they're searching for their. There's a sister searching for her missing sister.
Sister
She's
looking
there
for
with a
her
group of herself and 4 other people
Hayden Panettiere.
to
Is that how you
find.
say it?
Yeah.
So
Save the
she
cheerleader,
goes,
save the world.
She goes to find her sister. They end up in this like realm of this old mining town that they like dug too far into the ground, and the whole town collapsed.
You're right.
So and they're in there, and essentially the plot of it is like someone's coming to kill them every day, and when they get killed, the moment that they found out and like signed on this book, the day restarts. So they have to last until dawn
Okay.
for like the cycle to be
That's
over.
the name.
Until dawn.
Until Dawn.
So the whole idea is they have to survive until like the dusk,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good balance of everything. I was very, very pleasantly surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that good of a movie at all.
On the Ryan scale, out of 5, what do you give it?
Oh, I would give
How
it.
many Ryans?
Oh, I give it a 4.
How many Ryans?
I would give it a 4 dingles out of 5.
4 or dingles out of 5?
4 dingles
Nice,
out of
yeah.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna get a 4 dingle. A 4
Okay.
dingler. That's how we're gonna start rating movies.
Yes.
On the rich.
I recently saw the Thunderbolts film.
Thunderbolts asterisk.
Ooh.
Thunderbolt asterisk, yes.
That was
Asterix.
the Seinfeld. The Seinfeld chick was in that, no?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes.
Val?
Elaine.
Yeah.
Good movie. Fun. People are saying the MCU is back. MCU is it's a better one of their films in the last little bit.
How many lubs? How many Lubins?
How many
Lubins?
Lubins? How many riches?
Ooh. I'd probably give it four out of 5 riches as well.
Whoa, you guys.
Yo, we're gonna have
We're
to
easily handing out stars.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna
make
have
a
to
movie.
build this out as an animation, and then have our faces on like a 5 scale meter.
I'm gonna give it a 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you start doing the animations,
Yeah.
I'm giving it
Yeah,
a
you
1,
have to-
2, 3, 4
Yeah, out of 5.
out of 5.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
And then you go like this, and then you're like,
There you go.
surprise!
Okay, so, but I mean, the other thing too is everyone knows with these Marvel movies, after the credits, there's always these things,
Post credit.
post-credit
that
scenes.
always makes me so mad because
But-
I want to get
Bro,
out of
I'm
there.
trying to
But
take
I
a
love
leak
it
so
because
bad.
I want to know what is coming, and all I have to say is after watching this movie, I'm ready for what's coming. I'm ready for
I'm
what's
ready
next.
for what's
I
next.
am so pumped. I'm so excited for what's about to come.
Yeah, we
Oh,
talked
there's
about it at
one.
work.
Accountant
There's another
2.
movie that I want to see, The Accountant
He's
2.
been on the promotional tour right now.
He has been, yes.
When's it come out?
I can't see it from here, can you?
I think it came out April 24th.
Oh, okay, so it's already out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And there's something else that's out right now, Sinners.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact for all these people out there who haven't seen Sinners, who want to see Sinners, there's 2 post-credit scenes in
Oh.
Sinners. Why? I don't know, but there are 2. And apparently this movie has gotten like 5 out of 5 reviews everywhere. It's top-notch. It's probably what the people are saying so far. It's the best movie of the year. The girls love Michael B. and the ladies love Haley.
Don't get it twisted. There's only one Michael B. Jordan.
That's
plays
right.
2
Creed
roles.
2, baby.
He plays 2 roles.
He doesn't have a twin brother, ladies. It's
not
just
like
one man.
Lindsay Lohan
It
in
is
Parent
just
Trap. Don't
one
get
man.
trapped up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
he is
one dude.
handsome. And then Haley Steinfeld is in it, and ooh, bud,
She
yeah,
loves the
I'm
Buffalo
very,
Bills.
very excited to see this film. It's gotten a lot of good things.
I'll be able to watch that after I get off my binge watching of Mayday.
There you go.
There's too much sports on. I haven't watched.
Yeah,
anything.
honestly, playoffs are just
Playoffs
like
are consuming my life.
And
Yeah.
these are some good fucking games.
Now
Oh,
the basketball games are something else that's top notch. People are talking. So
this is probably best playoffs I've seen in a very long time.
the
man.
Knicks.
All
The
the
people,
Oh,
the
dude.
Knicks are the ones to talk
Bing
about.
bong.
Yeah,
The New York Knicks have come out of nowhere
yeah.
and are beating the Celtics. They're up 2-0.
It's because they got
Against
Ben
the
Stiller
Celtics.
there.
I don't know. Like, this is insane to me.
What was it last round that who they were playing against for last round?
Who, the Knicks?
Yeah,
Detroit Pistons.
and Detroit was not allowing them they weren't selling tickets to anybody
Outside of
Michigan
Okay,
or whatever,
yeah.
and because Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
and Ben Stiller were going to Detroit to the
Yeah, yeah,
games,
yeah.
Oh.
so they were trying to like get them off of like because New York's on a burner.
Oh, really? Mm.
Bro, I
And
love.
you know what I watched? Not to take it off topic, but if you guys are ever interested, watch the Up in Smoke interview with
Brunson?
Max.
Kellerman.
Fuck, what's his name, man? He's the talk.
Max Shrek.
No. He was on Indiana with Stephen A. Jackson. He's the reporter for all of ESPN.
Oh, yes, that guy, Max.
Greenfield?
Look him up, man.
No, man, not
he's
Max.
throwing
There was
everything
another guy, and he played
Oh,
for the
not
Spurs.
Max. My mistake.
No.
He played for the Spurs?
No, listen. Okay.
Vernon Maxwell. Black guy?
Yes. So
This
he
gentleman
was on,
right here.
This
He
guy.
was on
Yeah,
with not Stephen A. Smith. No,
Steven Jackson. Stack.
Yes,
He does Up in Smoke with Matt Barnes.
right, but they had another guy on. They were talking about the Malice in the Palace.
So
So
Ben,
I was-
Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace,
No, it was
Chauncey Billups,
all right.
Richard Hamilton, Larry
Anyway,
Brown,
the guy that
Prince,
announces. The guy that announces.
Chuck Swirsky.
Okay.
Just on with your story. Go on.
Anyways, they were talking
Mike
about the
Breen.
Malice. What?
Jeff Van Gundy.
Dude, it's like the best player for Indiana that ever played for Indiana.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller, thank you.
God.
Even I got that one.
Holy fuck.
Can you get with it, please?
Holy
Me?
fuck.
This dude's the guy
Brian,
on ESPN.
can you please get
my
with
guy.
it?
Oh, he's
Fuck.
the main guy.
He's the
Get outta
fucking
here.
He was
super
the top player for
Reggie
the Indiana
Miller is
Pacers.
the top
Reggie
commentator for TNT,
Miller.
Okay.
whatever. Same.
Not the same.
So
Go on.
it was very interesting and actually very heartwarming that Steven Jackson in the episode was like, hey, I never got the chance. I just wanted to like apologize because like we ruined the season for you by what we did. And like I just want to apologize because like we built that team for you and like we fucked it up. And like I never got the chance to say I was sorry.
Steven Jackson said that to
Yeah.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like at the tail end of his career.
Yeah, and he said this was like your last shot
Yeah.
to
And
win
they
a
were
chip,
built
and
to
he
win.
brought Reggie Miller to tears.
Yeah.
That's
And it was really like one of those things where like a lot of it's like fucking it's a huge ego race and it's a huge like everything's just like nobody wants to like let themselves be vulnerable, but it was one of those things where he was able to like look and say like, oh, I possibly fucked up your career trajectory. And like that was my bad based on like the action. And then having Vernon Maxwell, man, this guy, every word he says was like, you gotta get a motherfucker, man. These
Yeah,
motherfuckers, you gotta get a motherfucker. And you're like, what is this guy saying? I have
It
no
was
idea.
entertaining though.
Yeah, he's like, that motherfucker came at me, gave me the fucking elbow, and these motherfuckers out here, man, fucking around. And you're like, what? What? Like, I just went from this dude crying to you're like, and he told me not to go to the strip club, and I said, ain't no motherfucker telling me what the fuck to do, and I went to the strip club, and then Greg motherfucking Popovich, he called me up in the motherfucking office, and you're like, what's going on right now, man?
That's funny, though.
But anyway, back to the Knicks.
Yeah, no, I'm just really happy that they're doing well. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
He still ain't good at Dyke, man. You smoking on that Boston pack tonight, you heard?
They just go absolutely bonkers.
Dude, this is one of those ones where you get knocked out if you talk the wrong team
Oh
in
yeah,
New York.
100%.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
just getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. One thing I'm happy about is Minnesota crushing the Lakers. Sucks for LeBron.
Dude.
Sucks for
care
Luka.
about
But you
LeBron,
know
but-
what?
I don't care about LeBron. I care about in that case I care about Luka.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm really happy to see that like this was one of those things where everybody was like putting shade on Ant, like there's no way he's gonna carry this, and then
Oh,
guys
it was
like
like,
Rudy Gobert,
Lakers in
Julius
4,
Randle,
Lakers
like
in
all
5.
this shit. Lakers in 4, Lakers in 5. While they were
Lakers in 7.
while they were destroying them,
Yeah.
like it's like they were up 1 or 2 games, and they're still like Lakers in 5. It's like it's not even possible. It's not even possible, and you're still saying Lakers in 6.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I'm happy for them too that they were able to advance and beat the Lakers. Like that's huge.
then-
It was a hell of a series. Hell of a series.
Oh, amazing, man. Amazing.
The game ones, all the road teams winning. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, but it was
Like,
all like
Denver
1-2-0.
wasn't expected to even get out of Los Angeles against the Clippers, and like they did their thing.
Yeah.
And who else we got?
Well, you got like Minnesota not expecting to get out
Minnesota,
theirs.
yeah, they knocked off Lakers. We just talked about that.
But then you had like I'm sure the Knicks they had shade. I'm sure they're like, Kate
Boston
Cunningham's gonna
being
come
like
in.
the defending champions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you ever see, did I send you that reel? I think I sent it to you, Mark, where it's like anytime Steph is out, Draymond Green does his best to foul out.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't play without them, man.
He can't play without him, so he just sees a grease bag when Steph doesn't play.
Yeah.
and now
just
they're
tries
pulling
his
back
best
on.
to get ejected.
I really enjoyed the Thunder Nuggets series.
I liked the first game. The second game, I caught the highlights this morning, and I was just like, whoa, they
They
annihilated
just
them.
destroyed them, man. You got
Annihilated.
yeah, man. But Knicks, man, coming
Yeah,
through.
Knicks.
Well, this is the time to talk about our good old Oilers, man.
This is
yeah,
it. We're going game 2 tonight, round
going.
2
That reel that
against
you
the
sent
Vegas.
about being Patrick Mahomes, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Dude.
the most.
Hey, we only got to play hard for 5 minutes.
5
and
minutes.
we'll win the
You
game.
know?
It's like this
We-
is the most confusing hockey team I've ever watched.
seen. I'm like, these guys clearly don't watch hockey. First off, is what I'm assuming.
No, those dudes run the Oilers Nation page.
Do they?
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
No, they don't. Because
So,
those guys,
no,
They're the most confusing hockey team I've ever seen in my life.
It's true though, but like being an Oilers fan and watching those games, you're just like, bro,
after watching what they did
hate
all
being
on the edge
season
of
long,
my
man.
seat.
5
all year.
games in a row that came from losing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's insanity, man.
First, let's go first off. The team was not really 100% healthy all season long. Vander Kane's only been in the play. He's only started playing since they come in the playoffs. He missed game 1 of the first round. He's been in the playoffs ever since.
See him kiss that girl in Vegas. She was giving him the finger.
And he,
and he was like this.
But the team it's the only time the team has really been healthy from top to bottom in the whole lineup, which is great for the whole team.
Not for alcohol.
No, Ekholm still.
Yes, not for at home, but
Whatever.
And then right now, they're playing like a team. They're gelling and they're firing on all cylinders, if you want to say. All lines are firing. They're coming across looking real well. But I mean,
They're like Jack Eichel's the only one that can keep up with Connor McDavid. I'm like, bro, relax.
they used the number 2 pick that year.
And I was like, bro, relax.
But they've really proven themselves right now, and they're looking really, really fucking fancy. And
Imagine if their game plan was like, yo, all we do is counterpunch. He's like, that's the plan. You let them score, and then we fuck them.
rope-a-dope, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna play possum,
Homer, he's tired. Just nudge him.
and then
Just
and
like
then
that.
they're like, well, what if it doesn't work? It's gonna work.
It's
Don't worry.
gonna work. It's
Well,
gonna
We
that's
have
like
McDavid
the
and
Kings, man.
Draisaitl.
They were only rolling what, like 3 lines of
Well,
D-men
now,
out?
well, yeah, but all 4 lines are rolling now. Like Corey Perry's getting
No,
points.
but the Kings, like they
Oh.
were only playing like
Yes.
3
Yes.
lines.
Sorry, I thought you said
So like,
Edmonton.
they just burnt out.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what happens when you
Burned
have
up.
when all your lines are playing well. You know the chances of
Doing what
you
they gotta do.
exhausting a team are going to be
Yeah.
high. You can't keep up. You
Now,
know?
are you guys gonna try to catch a game this year?
Playoff game.
Like go to a game?
Like, I mean, like if it goes
We're about
as
to go
far
on
enough
strike,
at the
bro.
finals, it's like you can't get struck by lightning twice,
Strike pay is
guys.
not paying for me to go.
Bro, you can't get struck by lightning twice.
Yeah, true.
2 years in a row if we go to like the finals or
Yeah,
something.
you can actually. This can happen.
Florida's looking.
Teams have
They're in a
done
hole.
it.
They're in a hole. They're in a
Bro,
hole.
they're getting booty. They're getting their cheeks clapped.
Yeah.
Teams have done it. So I wouldn't count
We
them out
did
just
it.
yet. Absolutely.
We did it.
But we also have McDavid and Dry.
Yeah. But
Jesus.
no, man, sports are for a couple of years of lulls where it was like playoffs were kind of like I'm talking more NBA because I didn't watch until last year or the year before. I didn't really watch much Oilers, but I would say like it's really starting to pick up for like the competitiveness in the NBA. Like for a couple of years there, it was like, oh, Lakers and fucking whoever the fuck. Boston or Golden State Boston or Denver and now it's like okay
Everybody's
there's a lot
vulnerable.
of dudes coming up and like it's actually like okay there's a little bit of a toss up now of like okay this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's
Oilers.
it's been these playoffs for both sports. It's very exciting right now. There's a lot of the guys at work are always talking about the basketball, and a lot of guys at work are talking about the hockey. So everyone's really focused and paying attention as to these sports because they're very exciting right now. It's what a
Ding
time
dong.
to be alive, as they say. What a
Ding
time.
dong.
I have a question
We have the
and
answer.
it's for Mark
Okay.
Yo, what's up?
because this is interesting and I'm hoping the person that I'm talking about doesn't listen to this episode. I'm almost sure they're not going to, but we went and let me restart that. We were there to support a friend of ours that just had her second kid.
Okay.
Now, I get social media is a thing, but they went out and they had the kid, fucked around, found out, had the kid, whatever, we take care of the son. They get on social media, they have all the pictures, but the guy put like emojis in front of all the kid picture's face.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, I get it, but like,
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? I'm just
They
like,
don't want their newborn
So-
having a digital footprint.
okay, so what? At 1 year old, it's fine to have a digital footprint. At 2, it's fine to have a digital. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
put
tried-
emojis over your kid's face forever? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't understand the attention, and I just wanted to know, like, when you had your kid, did you just not put your kid on social media until you were comfortable? You know what I'm saying?
no.
Like, if you were
Yeah.
comfortable with your kid having, then just don't post any pictures, man. Do what the celebrities do. I don't want no one taking any shots of my so send it privately.
But there still are celebrities who do post pictures and then do the emojis over the kid's face.
And I'm sure, because they have a bazillion followers, but I'm like, this is just a dude that works at fucking a car dealership. It's like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand that. Like, if you're a prominent figure or like you're,
I get
you're
it.
in the type of work we are, then yeah, it's like you see some stuff.
and
like,
again,
just set your page to private, man.
right,
Like,
and I understand,
your
but it was just kind of
friends.
like, you want the attention, but on your terms.
Yes, I guess.
So it's like, hey, fair. Maybe
I
I
don't
just
know,
shouldn't be on your fucking Facebook page.
Okay, so
But it was just a weird thing. I just thought, do you think that's like something that a lot of parents do? Like, is that something you're really
I
concerned
see it
about?
occasionally.
Yes.
I see it on like
Some parents do.
public like Facebook groups, stuff like that. A handful of people I know that have kids, some of them do it, but it's like, yo, if you're gonna take a picture and put it on social media and then cover it with an emoji, like, why even post it altogether? Like,
I didn't
just
really.
leave it off, you know?
I don't know.
It's not that I overly was like taken back, but I just found it interesting where it was like, well, if you didn't feel comfortable sharing it, like, why would you?
Yeah.
Like, and it
So-
wasn't like it was one photo. It was like a gallery of like 7 photos where
Yeah.
you're like, now it's fucking on. Now you're like, hey, I have like an OnlyFans page to my baby. You want to see it without the I'm like, are you advertising your fucking baby's face now?
Yeah.
Because like at this point,
It's the big
on
reveal.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You know?
so what? After a year, you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go through pull those emojis.
Yeah.
It just felt.
It's weird.
is weird.
But I will say, because I have a friend back home, his cousin, who I've met a few times, works for a very prominent software company.
Okay.
And he is married and has a child and will not post any pictures. So the pictures he sent of his newborn, he mailed to his family.
So mail, email, text.
No,
message.
Mail, like physical.
Like
physically
physical
mail,
printed
okay.
pictures, like Polaroids. Not even like where you're gonna take them to the place and
And
develop
that shit ain't
photos.
cheap, bruh.
And then mail those photos out to family.
Uh,
But at the same time, he works for a very prominent software company.
Yo, he's not trying to get doxxed.
So he knows, like, the reason why he does this is because he's like, I know what
People
these
do.
not the people, I know what these companies do.
Oh, the companies will blackmail him.
Not blackmail, but it's like they have, basically what he's saying is like everything that Snowden was saying years ago. It's like they have your info, man.
Yeah.
They can see you.
Yeah.
They have all your stuff.
Where?
So it's like on his cell phone, I don't know if he blocks out his camera. On his laptop, I'm pretty sure his camera is like, he has a camera cover and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But he works for, and this is just him. This is how he is now because of what he's learned over the years working for this company.
Yeah.
So,
And it would be a surprise, like, thinking of how, like, accessible your, like, digital footprint is. Like, even when, and I would like to at some point break off and talk about this, the circus shit. But, the like, some of the questions that I was asking her, she was surprised that I even knew.
Okay.
And it was, like, crazy what an easy Google search would, like, I didn't do anything, like, crazy.
Right.
And it was still that easy
Right.
to like find out. So it's like, imagine if like this was under like a predatory
Oh, God,
predatory thing, and I was trying to like actually gather like vulnerable information about you to like, you know, it would be
It's not
even
hard.
yeah, like I was trying to find and pick and fine tooth comb information, but what if I just wanted to use it to like slander you?
Yeah.
Like it would be like fish in a barrel.
It's easy.
Right? So it's like, but the thing is, even if you do it and you mail it and it's fucking weird, whatever, I can understand to a degree, but don't use a social media platform to not be social. Like, that's my thing.
Yeah,
of, like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
like
Yeah,
you're using the thing for the totally wrong intentions. It doesn't make sense, right?
Like, for me, when people, like, okay, celebrities is one thing, I get it, but even at the same time, it's just, hey, just don't post pictures of your kids on some of these things. You know.
It's no, you're
No,
good.
you're good.
What I felt was really like, I don't know. I don't have kids. Maybe I'll have a certain type of vulnerability when I have kids.
Right.
But it was interesting, and we took care of their 5-year-old kid, and that was a little trial run of like
What it's gonna be like.
a little test run of.
And how'd that go?
Okay, some of the shit was really wholesome. Other shit was like, yeah, like I'm just not gonna put up with it. Like even certain things where it was like, okay, we left the hospital, we go and see the new kid. This is the first time the older kid is seeing his sister.
Okay. Yeah.
Sister.
Okay.
And after we leave, he's like insisting that all he wants to do is just look at the picture of him and his
New sister.
and you're like, but I also need my phone to like Google Map. Like, I get it, kid. You want to like leverage all this fucking attention.
Yeah.
And then if we don't, he goes like this. Huh, huh. And you're like, bro, shut up. Like, shut up, man. Can't you see I'm trying to do something up here? And then he's like, I just want to see the picture. And Emily's trying to like text and like do everything else, right?
Right.
And she's just like, he's like, can I see the picture now? Can I see the picture now? And you're like, no.
Sorry, who's this?
This was our family friend who Emily's best friend who just had their kid.
Their baby.
Yeah.
And we were basically on call for the week, like basically because I've been
Watching
off
the
on
kid.
fucking sabbatical.
Right.
It was like, yo, you're just gonna be like phone on. If something happens, you just go pick this kid up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was like, bet. I was like, the very little I can do, because at this point now in like my sabbatical, I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to find things to like
keep
make
yourself
myself
occupied.
useful.
Yeah.
Like I'm reorganizing closets and all this types of crazy shit that I just
Yeah.
don't.
New desk setup.
Right. But some of the shit was cool. Like showing him VR. He wanted to play like a VR hockey game and having him with the headset on, like pretending to block goals and like catch it with the goal. It was like, oh, that's super wholesome, and I love seeing that shit because like it's a kid in his natural element. But then when I noticed the kid was fucking manipulating me, where it's like, dude, you don't actually mean this, man, and I see right through it. So like, you might get Emily on this bullshit, but like, you ain't convincing me, motherfucker.
How did he do it? What did he try to manipulate?
Oh, just like
This guy, Jesus.
Like he'd be like, oh, like we're gonna make you like chicken nuggets and fries. I don't want chicken nuggets and fries. I want McDonald's. It's like it's the same fucking thing. First of all, that I'm
not.
making you.
Tastes different.
Tastes different.
Second of all, I don't recall the last time you sent me a fucking e-transfer. So you're gonna get what you fucking
He's
want.
a child.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
remember this.
No, I get
All
that.
kids are like this, man.
No, and I get that. But
Welcome to the world, man.
dude, and it was fine, and I was very like, let whatever you want. But it was one of those things where it was like, hey, don't jump on that ledge. You're gonna fall and break your neck. And I can't explain to parents that I've known for 9 months that I let you die. So can you
Well,
please not?
but you
I'm
know
playing. I'm playing. And then it's like, well, I can't grab the kid because it's not my kid.
Yeah, you
so you
can.
just go. If he dies, he dies.
No, you just pick him up, dude, and you put him down and be like,
No,
hey,
I
man,
just
stop.
lightly go like this. Because listen, I'm not. Knowing how I was in my childhood and like where I saw like a lot of like animosity between like people going like, you're trying to parent my child and this and that.
Yeah.
Like I never want to get in someone's way and be like, yo, why is your kid doing this? Like, why is she? You know what I mean? Like I never want to be that person.
I agree. I
So
get it,
so at the end of the day, it's like I let them make enough of the mess, which is like excusable for me, but enough that I'm not in trouble.
yeah. Right.
And it's still enough excuse to say, hey, it ain't my kid. What do you want me to do? You know? So,
True.
but the manipulation side of things was just like the emotional, where it was like, well, I'm going to cry. And you're like, I know this is a thing that kids do, but like, I'm trying to fucking drive here.
Let them cry. You're gonna be fine when kids are crying in the middle of the night. You're just gonna let them cry. Whereas sometimes the other
No, because Emily's going to look over at me and go, not trying to be an asshole, but you should probably get up and do that.
Nope.
And
and
then I would go,
out sometimes.
and then this is
talk
what
to this guy,
and then
man.
this is what I would say. This is what I'd say when Emily said that. You know what? I don't want to be in trouble for things. So whatever you need.
You in the situation of children.
And because I would love my child, obviously.
Yeah, of course, but sometimes tough love.
Ferber method.
It helps, man. It helps. Absolutely.
So how do you deal with this manipulation, Mark? What's your
From
big
kids?
thing? Like, do you talk to them like a child, or do you talk to them like when does it get to the point where you're like,
hey there, big guy.
where you go like,
maybe
all
chat
right,
with you."
motherfucker, gloves
I'm
off.
slowly learning about myself that I have very little patience.
Yeah.
You have very
it's a
little
struggle to change
patience.
a battery pack. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
it's frustrating at times. Millie's starting to get into the terrible twos. Me hearing kids tell me no, I'm just like, yo, I don't want to hear this. Like, I'm not standing for this.
You gonna get
Yeah,
clapped
both
up
of y'all,
today.
both of y'all. And sometimes, yeah, I'm not a nice dude. I'm not a nice dad, but at the end of the day, you always love your kids. And
Absolutely.
you try to make them happy, make them smile, make them laugh. You know, like there's no better joy than hearing your kids just giggling and laughing and going crazy. So
Do you think it's different though when it's not like? So do you have like a lot of like play dates and shit? Like a lot of kids come over and you have to like entertain a lot of other kids. Like, do you find
not
that
at
it's
our
different?
place, but like at like school, I'll let the kids go play in the field after and stuff. And it's like they'll be like, can we go play in the field? And it's like, yeah, sure. And then like not even like 40 seconds in, they're like at each other's throats over some dumb shit. And you're just like, what is your problem? I thought you guys wanted to play. Why are you guys arguing with each other?
And that's where it gets like realistic, where you're like, hey, this is probably the same question I would ask a 78-year-old that did the same action.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why are you tripping?
Yeah. And it's like,
What are you crashing out for?
To like an adult, it's just like, it's so, I don't know, it's not that big of a problem.
Right.
But to the kids, it's like, it's a serious, legit
Serious,
problem. To
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like their whole world is falling apart.
Yep.
And it's like, and then trying to, I guess, parent other people's kids, because you, like, not everybody can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
like you see a kid being a badass and stuff, and it's like, well, like, how are you guys gonna handle it? Oh, you didn't see it, and it's like, I kind of got to be the one that steps in and like tell them, hey, no, like, don't be a little asshole.
Yeah.
You know, like, it sucks, but
And
I'm
then
not
like,
gonna have that kid bully my kid or hit my kid or be
And then, like,
an
you're-
asshole to other kids.
like you've had kids from like kids are all come from the same people, but then imagine what the parenting looked like if you were recently divorced and then you have a
Yeah.
kid and now you have a kid with someone else, and now it's like, well, I'm trying to parent my kid the way that this guy
Yeah.
also mutually wants me to parent it, and now I have a new kid and now I have to develop a whole new parenting style because he might not want to parent
Oh, yeah.
the kid the same way. And it's like, well, now I'm feel for the woman in this
Yeah, there's a
sense
lot of
of thing
layers
where
to
it's
this
like,
shit, man.
yo, you got to
Yeah.
play like 7 different hats here of like
Yeah.
not only your job and your personality, now you basically got to be 2 different mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild shit, man. I like, congratulations. Like, good for you guys. I'm very happy and I'm here to support you in either way, but whoever I have kids with, Emily's having all 3 or 2 or 1.
You're having
In this
kids with her.
economy?
That's good. That's
Dude.
good.
I don't know, man. But would you now? Let me ask you another question before we wrap up
Yeah.
with all this other shit.
Yeah.
If you couldn't have kids, would you ask a family friend to surrogate for you?
Probably not.
Because this same person we're
I
talking
wouldn't.
about is
I
like
wouldn't.
extremely fertile.
Yeah.
So we said, like, if Emily and I couldn't have kids, would we ask her to like surrogate?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
fair
bro,
enough.
she already had enough kids, man. Like, fuck, what you want, man?
That's
Is this
actually
chick a
funny.
baby factory or what? Like,
Some people
Hold on,
just
let me
are,
find it.
yes. Some people just are so potent they can just have children, no problem.
man.
But, yes.
That's it, man.
Hold on.
What's up? There's one other thing I'd like to talk about as well,
Yeah, of course.
but I think he's...
Yeah,
No,
go ahead, Mark.
Lubin. I'll try and find it. If not, then we'll see.
There is something I came across today. It's called the 9 Nanas. I thought this was a very, very sweet thing what these people do. So there is For 3 decades, 9 women have kept a covert baking operation so under wraps that not even their husbands knew about it. They call themselves the 9 Nanas, and they've been secretly whipping up and delivering hundreds of pound cakes in the middle of the night to people, paying bills and doing things out of the kindness of their heart, and sending a letter that says, "You are loved." So these nine elderly women, or these 9 Nanas from, I think it's Tennessee, have been doing this for, like I said, 3 decades. So they'll make a pound cake, they'll pay certain people's bills, I'm assuming, and they will mail you a pound cake with a letter if you're in need or in need of help. And these nine women just do it out of the kindness of their heart. And but like I said, their husbands never knew that they were doing this. They'd secretly get together at 4 a.m. and do this.
My question would be is, how the fuck did you know I needed help? Pound cake lady?
These 9 Nanas just knew, man. They just know.
This is Illuminati shit.
So I guess they're just in the neighborhood or whatever, and they've been doing this for years.
We saw your Gap sweater. We figured you needed a pound cake.
So 35 years ago, this woman just started. So Mary Ellen, she explained that it started 35 years ago, one day over a card game. Women were talking about grandparents, and yeah, then it just all came into play.
Do you think that type of like altruisticness should be like standard anonymous?
You know,
like, do you think if I was like, do you think the fact that anything of a donation should be able to attach a name to it? I think every donation, everything that's charitable, everything that's like not of benefit, it should just be nameless.
If you want to be like, I think it's up to the person. You know, I mean.
Well, you're not. If I donate a bench, I'm not donating a bench because I wanted to donate a bench. I'm donating a bench because you stuck a fucking plaque on it that said my motherfucking ass donated this bench.
True, I guess. Yeah.
So that's my thing of like, wouldn't you want like the most grassroots motivation of being like, yo, you get no credit, like you're doing it solely because you want to see these people succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think if I was to do something nice and I would want to do it anonymously, like that's the way I think it would be. Like you want to be the hero that nobody knew they needed, but they deserved.
And not even that, like say, even if it was like, oh, the person that I'll give you an example, like Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. He had his tuition paid by Denzel Washington. Correct.
Right? And it was one of those things where like, those two were the only ones to know. Like it wasn't this. It
wasn't something that knew.
It wasn't this public spectacle for him.
Right.
But it was still a moment of like wholesomeness, and like people were like, "Wow, that's really good," and like he still got the credit he deserved.
Nobody knew about it until Chadwick mentioned.
Yeah, until he did his speech.
He's like, "I would not be here right now on this stage if it was not for you."
Right.
You know.
So it's something like that where it's like, oh, well, if I was donating to someone and they wanted to come say thanks, yeah, like this is my number, whatever it is.
Yes.
Like by no means am I at any like position that I'm basically like pulling out the lint in my couch to looking for fucking pennies. Like
yeah.
But no, I think it's good for them. I think
it's a very nice.
I think that's amazing.
I think so too.
And the fact that like they kept it under wraps and they didn't want it to be like this performative art.
If there are 9 Nanas out in the Yeg area who want to bake pound cakes or cookies or whatever and just drop them off and tell me that I'm loved, please, I will graciously accept, and I won't tell anyone who you are, so your secret is safe with me.
But what you got? What you got?
That's what I thought.
You want to play this video?
Yeah,
let's play a video. What do you got for us, man?
Ready?
Yeah, run it.
With Robert, that he would be the father to both of our babies. You know, this is my wife. We are married. We have always wanted a family. It's very important to us that the children are related. So, unfortunately, the only way to do that is if they have the same father. And he made an agreement, his idea, that he would be the father to both those babies because, you know, everything's so expensive. And artificial insemination, sperm donor, it's like so expensive. And, yeah.
Correct.
Why did you agree?
Well, I've known these people for 10 years. We are really good friends. We spend a lot of time together. They make a beautiful couple, and they're beautiful people.
Come on, man.
And, you know, they're unable to have this kid on their own. And so I agreed to help them with that.
All right.
Out of the kindness of my own heart.
So he consented, and you all started the process.
Yes. We slept together. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you all did the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Yes. Both are. Yeah, we're both pregnant. Yeah.
Oh, right now.
Yes, right now.
Why are you suing him for the cost of the party? He agreed to pay for it.
He agreed to pay for it and
Is now refused. Yes. And at some point during the party at the restaurant, I was speaking with Kevin, my ex-husband, outside of the restaurant, and Robert came up and saw us speaking and seemed to think that something was two ways going along romantically, consensually, and he thinks that he is now not the father of the child that I'm carrying.
Oh, so let him tell that part of the story, because I do want to hear from you, Mr. Pham. So you're at the gender reveal party?
That's correct.
The one you agreed to pay for?
Yes, under the terms that they were my kids. Well, she's saying they were speaking outside, Your Honor. I believe they were doing a lot more than just speaking outside.
Oh.
As a matter of fact.
What did you see?
Speaking into that.
Well, there was a couple things. Initially, I saw them dancing very intimately on the dance floor. And when I say intimately, I mean it looked like they were having intercourse with clothes on.
What? As it relates to the child, the unborn child of Katrina Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are the father. You are the father.
One of two.
Oh,
you don't need to make comments like that.
So you're serious. As it relates to the unborn child, Ashley Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are not the father.
I knew it. And you try to have me pay for it.
Yo.
What a twist.
So after that, it's like now okay. So he needs to pay for one child.
I agreed to put both those babies, not one of those babies.
Absolutely.
I don't think you need to look at the contract there. It's all stated.
She robbed him of being a father of two babies.
Yeah.
And that's
trying to get him to pay for the baby gender reveal.
Now that's hurtful. Now you see, I don't know what to say in a situation. I'm not the voice of reason.
Now, what if it was like, yo, I tried, your sperm just weren't fast enough?
But they're under the agreement. Did they not have a contract? Is that what I heard?
Bro,
They had an agreement that he was going to father both women's babies. Therefore, if she's going to sleep with someone else, I think that should be disclosed. If she's not going to sleep with him, or she's not going to sleep with anybody else,
please see the motion of celibacy in this contract.
Yeah, like if you are under the agreement that I'm going to impregnate both women, and I'm going to be, if you and your wife are talking about, hey, I'm gonna try, let's try for a child, and then it's like we're trying, and then you don't get pregnant. That's one thing.
This contract states that only my penis shall enter her vagina.
Pretty much, this is what it seems like. It's like they were in some sort of relationship where it is stipulated, I'm going to father your child, and if you get another father for this child,
then I'm not fathering it.
I'm out, and then you're gonna still try to take my money.
Take my money.
Bitch, better have my money.
No. And with that, let's shout out our sponsors.
Yep.
You want to go?
You go first.
Black Ice?
Or did you already do it?
Yeah, I did ours with RSS. Check out the affiliate link below. Grab yourself a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself on one. And use our affiliate link with rss.com to sign up a podcast now.
Shout out to KL Cleaning, an awesome Edmonton-based cleaning service that'll have your place spotless in no time. Whether it's a one-time deep clean or a regular service, they've got you. Follow on Instagram at KL Cleaning Yeg and check out their website to learn more or book online. Use the code SAVE5 for $5 off. You heard it here first, folks.
Anything else, Mark?
Nah, we good.
We good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow Spare Bedroom Studios. Putting out episodes every week. And
Spotlight had another wicked guest today, so that'll be good when that one comes out. There've been a couple of sweet guests you've had for the last little bit.
Yeah.
So
great. We had Emily's hairstylist, Oscar, an Edmonton-based tattoo artist, Jack O'Connor, professional wrestler in Edmonton.
Yeah.
We also had Shiloh Kenny. He runs the Instagram account Operation Good Dad. Operation Good Dad. And he's part of just trying to get away from this masculine stereotype. He's an advocate for mental health, U.S. Army veteran. I had the opportunity to interview him remote, as well as interviewing amazing Boobzilla.
That one will be out soon.
We ended up, that one's going to be a special episode coming out this week. So we line it up with their tour dates, trying to get them as much publicity as possible. Probably one of the most daunting interviews I've had to date. And I'm hoping that it is just as informational and beneficial as I had filming it, as you will watching it.
Also, we still have the giveaway going out for those tickets for Valley of Despair. And are you doing anything with the hair salon? No, nothing there. Okay, so we're still giving away the tickets?
Yes. Do we have what was our question that we were asking?
The question that we were asking is for we just finished episode 37.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 13 more episodes to go until we get to 50. We're asking the fans or the viewers out there if you'd like to see us, if there's a spot where you'd like to see us go and record an episode or do it live or whatever the case is.
Is there some guests you'd like to see? Is there someone that we should be trying to reach out to?
Are someone who's worthy of having your story told?
Maybe a performer, maybe an artist, maybe a stand-up comic. Who would you like to see? What type of show would you like to see us perform? This will help us create an idea of what we're trying to present and create the best experience for our audience. But yeah, and best answer wins some tickets.
Is that what it was? Because I thought you were doing your scream thing.
No, I didn't. I don't think anybody's gonna scream on the phone, man. Yeah. I was like, I think I'm asking the audience enough just to call in.
Yeah, and that's challenging.
I was like, let alone.
Why don't you put a comment? Anyone who put the fifth comment
first one to comment gets
first one to comment on this episode
gets a ticket
with saying Oilers rule.
Yeah, if you get this far and you've seen this and you say Oilers rule, you'll get the tickets.
You'll get the tickets. We'll reach out to you. All right, folks. Thank you guys very much. Episode 37.
Episode 37.
Peace out.
Let's do it.